Like he's supposed to be out on the streets.
Yeah, he doesn't. He is not supposed to be walking around in daylight.
Bro. His mama used to pay motherfuckers just to beat his ass when he was a kid.
Yeah, if I had his mama, I would have killed myself a long time ago.
He was a criminal.
Yeah, man. Now that Tank shit, just an obvious sign of, we rig things, but we're just showing you this time.
Who was he fighting?
Roach.
Roach.
That was the fight where he took that knee.
Lamont Roach.
Same fight.
Marlinsky scores about 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored the bout 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
Make seats, right?
Marlinsky scores.
And now there's a whole hype where it's going to be a whole rematch.
Oh, they have to. There's no way in hell you let Tank Davis get in the ring. No way. There's no way, bro. There's no way he could get in the ring with Terrence Crawford, bro.
Because thing is, Tank, he know how to read people and he can be precise and counter, but he couldn't even handle Roach. Roach is all in his face.
Yeah, he done fought too many years at that weight class. If he try to come out that weight class now to fuck with Crawford, he gonna be embarrassed, bro. Crawford is the bully you call when somebody just came home from jail and put their hands on your little sister. That's who you go get. Like your Crawford, like yo Terrence, like this nigga put his hands on my sister, bro. Like that's who you go get. You don't mess with Crawford for anything less. That shit was weird because he took a knee in that fight, and he should have been. He should have got lost points for that.
So, you know how back in the day, basically the mafia ran boxing, right? So
still do.
Would you say the new mafia is DraftKings and sports betting?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you could say like the Luka trade, right? Because now I'm correlated to basketball, y'all. The Luka trade, you could basically say that was like a mafia type of ordeal. Or I'm pushing it.
No, that was under the table. We need to get people watching NBA again because nobody is watching this shit. So let's rig the system. And I don't care, yo. It ain't
That's the only time you trade a nigga that early in the season or late in the season, especially if he your star player. Star players don't get traded during the year unless it's a contract thing. Yeah, that was definitely a ratings grab right there.
But all of that, Las Vegas have always been mafia type of stuff. And it's like, it's still Las Vegas. It's still the casino. But you got to also understand, Las Vegas is done. Las Vegas is empty.
It's going to look decidedly different in a couple of years. Because when you think about it, like Hood was saying, like the reason why I said that earlier to you, AD, about the mafia is because the mafia never relinquished their hold on gambling. They never did. All they did was change the colors of the skin and just move to different territories. Like they didn't change anything as far as gambling goes. Anybody that knows anything about gambling knows that the mafia owns that. Like you got to pay the mafia to start a gambling anything. So as far as like with DraftKings and those people, like those are just as far as I'm concerned, those are just sophisticated pigs with fancy dresses on. Like it's the same shit, just a different look.
I think it's a historical fact that sports, gambling, mafia, they make love every night.
Mm-hmm. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Like love, like where like I'm cheating on my dude and I love this dude, or like love, like we ain't never breaking up.
Polygamous relationship.
That shit is a polygamous threesome that ain't never breaking up, bro.
Like I was talking about Aquarius in the 7th house, and it's like if you got Aquarius in the 7th house, like you had an opportunity to love unconditionally. So like you could be with in a relationship, and that person would be like, should I be nice to him today, depending on if he take me out or all this type of stuff. But when Aquarius is in your 7th house, you love him or her just because y'all alive, you know? And that's how the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, National Hockey League, the mafioso, Cosa Nostra, they make love sexually every night.
Mm-hmm.
Unconditional love.
Yeah, type shit where you can't cheat without the other person knowing type shit. Like the other person gotta approve you're cheating. That's how close they is. Like motherfuckers like, where you going? Like, I know you're not going such and such. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Well, yeah, I love how people always like to talk about the JEWs, like they the only ones that, you know what I'm saying, have had some backdoor dealings with things and being able to maneuver and how shit operates here.
Mm-hmm.
Them Italians get it in too, bro. They've been getting it in.
You remember the 49ers back in the 90s?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You talking about the Steve Mariucci?
Yeah. You think this nigga know about football?
Nope. Look at this man. You can't tell me that's not like a walking puppet. Like
This dude is a made man, dog.
there's no way that is a football guy. His hair is too perfect every time you see him.
Yeah, football niggas be stressed and hate their life.
Who was another one?
Oh yeah, John Calipari, absolutely. Chuck Daly, remember Chuck Daly for the Pistons?
Oh, come on, man. These dudes would be at the Italian spot getting a pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Pat Riley,
like calling a goddamn Pat Riley is the worst.
Pat Riley connected, bro.
The worst, bro. Come on, man. Pat Riley was ass at hoops. Come on now. He just got them connections. Like,
yes.
You can't tell me that's not amazing.
Hair. You can always tell by the hair, bro. Like that's
he got his understudy. He was his
understudy. Like, niggas low key really be soprano and shit.
Yeah, like that's too much gel in his hair, bro. Like, why do you need that much gel? You're coaching basketball.
Niggas looking like Joe Pesci and shit.
Eric Spoelstra. Come on now. What he know about basketball?
Come on, bro. He got the job after being a ball boy. Make that make sense.
What does he know about basketball, y'all?
Name one ball boy that got to be the head coach of an NBA franchise and then got to be the highest paid coach.
That like, I made an opportunity.
Come on, bro. Opportunity in the world, bro. He was groomed by Pat Riley. That's why.
So
that's all mob shit, bro.
How could someone get around gatekeeping, dog?
How?
Yeah, like
What you
You think the
mean?
way around this
What you mean?
gatekeeping
Which
shit?
which gatekeeping are we talking?
Who's gatekeeping?
Well, the reason why I'm thinking about this shit, right? Because it's like you said, a ball boy ends up being manager and shit. Then I mean, coach then gets highest paid. It's like
You
that
start your
nigga
own
had to know somebody, bro.
You start
You know?
your own 3-on-3 tournament league.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you got the right skin color, because Ice Cube's still trying to get a
Yeah,
deal.
nigga,
Like, he's still trying to get a deal from like the major corporations. He can't get no deals from the major corporations. They want to pay him in Europe, but they're not gonna pay him over here for that.
yeah.
The NBA is king over here. They're not gonna let you rock out
He
with no
said, "Shit, start your
3-on-3.
own 3-on-3."
Remember that hoop it up joint they used to have? They're not gonna let you do no white man can't jump here, bro. Like,
Unrivaled with the women, that's doing pretty good.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
doing pretty. But their main league is really bad. Like their main league can't fill the stands, so they get a pass on that. They need 2 leagues just to exist as one. Like they don't even fill the stands, bro.
but I'm saying it's a lot of people that make a lot of money having basketball leagues. Not a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
people, but
Yeah.
it's people like you can have. Like I know it's leagues with stats, MVPs, playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
All
Like
that.
see what
Drew,
you're
like the Drew League, and what's the one y'all got in
Ooh.
Detroit? Y'all got one in Detroit. There's one in Chicago. There's one in New York. Like in New York, we had Gauchos and Riverside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not familiar, but it is like it is niggas that be really hooping though. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm. They call it
Also,
hood famous. They call it hood rich and hood famous.
yeah, I see your answers to that, hood. Like real talk, because it's like when you think about it, you can really like get a Discord, get a few gamers, and throw some prize money or whatever. You basically start your own local gamer tournament and shit. Like you can, there's ways you can build up and then branch
Have
out.
5K and say who the best NBA 2K player. I need
Yeah.
$100 to enter. Winner get 5K, second place get 2K, third place get 1K. So you just figure if I can get 100 people to pay $100,
Yeah.
organize and set up this, I'd have made $10,000,
Yeah.
right? But I'm giving away $8,000.
True.
I
True.
made $2,000 because it don't cost me nothing to
Yeah,
set
just to
up
get
a
a couple
tournament.
people to come on. Yeah.
But it's like this is what's happening with the NBA. The NBA is just one league of many.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of basketball leagues. Probably not going to pay as much as the NBA, but if you nice, you can go across seas or you can go to Canada.
Yeah, that's why Melo wasn't beat when they blackballed him out of the league. Sorry, whiteballed him out of the league. Melo went across seas, played for a few years, got his ducks up, and then retired. Shit, Marbury left and never came back. They turned Marbury into a god over there.
Yeah, I think he might even still play on some weird shit like that. Wait,
I think he coaching or something, but I know he got like 3 or 4 championships with them, world
he
championships or
was
something.
playing in 2018, but he played from 2010 to 2018. He played 8 years
Yeah,
in China.
after the NBA. Yep, he damn near had a 10-year joint in there.
So it's
I
not
think,
like you feel like he is a famous basketball player. He is rich. He has generational wealth, and
yep,
he played only a little bit in the NBA. So you
yeah,
mean to tell me niggas that only played 3 years in the league got 40K in the bank, don't know where their next meal's coming from, fare better than just staying hoping to make it in the NBA? Nah, like
yeah.
it's bigger things besides what the NBA could offer. I just even heard DeMarcus Cousins saying like it's nothing that would make him want to go back to the NBA.
Yeah, just because of the way they treated him.
Facts.
Yeah, they did that man dirty.
Like they dead ass, they dead ass cut him off of teams just because he wouldn't stop being, the tough dude that he is. Like they wanted him to be soft, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I really respect that about him, though, because he wasn't beat.
Everybody got traits that make up them, and it's like certain things we trying to take away certain traits of people.
Now that makes sense, Hood, because back in the days, when we used to run neighborhood tournaments, in the neighborhood tournaments, it would be like, say, 10 teams. It'd be $150 per team, and everything would go to the pot, and the championships would pay out, first, second, and third place. It makes sense. When you do it on a bigger scale, you talk about thousands and tens of thousands of dollars.
I'm thinking about Discord, online gaming, having different servers for different games, and having tournament times. But
Mhm.
in order to get on that particular server, you need to drop that bread.
Yeah.
And if you savvy enough, you can make a good living. I mean, real basketball, flag football.
Mhm.
What is that like that fun baseball, like a home run derby or some shit?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Not the wiffle ball joint. You talking about the T-ball.
T-ball, like
You
something
got
like that.
football,
Something that's
frisbee.
mad easy that niggas want to like. People want to make money,
Shit, they
right?
got a female lingerie football league, don't they?
They got a
Shit,
female
bowling
lingerie
leagues.
basketball league. They got big booty. They got the BBL, big booty basketball league.
Mm.
That's crazy. You gotta drop $100 and you gotta have a BBL to play.
I mean, you got to take that trip to DR for Miami. You got to take that trip to Miami. Get them yams put in.
All right, quick question: y'all like a BBL or don't like a
Fuck
BBL?
no.
I can't stand it.
Honestly, I'm gonna take that back. After listening to Lotto, right, and
Wait, where are we going with this?
and let me finish. Let me land.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
After listening to Lotto and then listening to Glorilla talk about it, when I look at both of them, if I didn't hear it beforehand, I would not have known that they got BBLs.
Facts.
Right. So what I'll say is, it's not a preference of mine, right? But if I can't tell, you're not gonna hear nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? If I could tell, obviously, I would prefer not to. But if I can't tell, you ain't gonna hear nothing from me. This is
I
a lot of,
think you like a nice, but I'll tell you a BBL. I'm talking about you tell that the ass and legs don't match because
oh
you
nah,
don't know it's a BBL. You can't really
yeah, nah.
you don't know it's a BBL.
I
But
don't want my jaw looking like SpongeBob, bro. I'm good.
yeah, that's a crazy
Yeah.
look. But they say that like most men prefer a BBL.
That's bullshit.
I seen a BBL at the gym today. It was looking crazy, and she coming fresh off the surgery, so she got mad different attachments
Stars
to
and
her waist, and it looked mad uncomfortable, and I'm just like, damn, why do we got to go through this
it's
in
given
2025?
It's given desperation.
I
You go
mean,
get BBL and then go to the gym. It's given desperation. It's
I mean
given
that's the way of going. That's the way of doing it. But I'm just like confused as to like,
the point behind it.
yeah, like what are we doing with these BBLs in 2025?
I'm convinced that it's more along the lines of not what the niggas is thinking, but what the women
Mm.
are thinking about each other. So, I don't necessarily believe that the women even get BBLs for the dudes. I think women go out of their way to compete with other women that they view as people who validate them in some way, form, or fashion. So if the girls that I hang out with and I kick it with, they all look a particular type of way, they have a certain aesthetic, and I don't match that aesthetic, I'm gonna go get the BBL so I can match the aesthetic of the chicks that I rock with. You dig me? So like, I don't necessarily believe that women do it for the dudes. I believe they say that out in public, but I believe they do it for each other. What say you, Hood?
I always heard that like women compete for like compete with each other. And I understand that. I see that at a multitude, but
Mhm.
I think it's also disheartening. Like, it's a lot of things that I see that I know that the last thing that the woman is actually thinking about is satisfying a man on multiple levels. Like, she not even thinking about it. She thinking about being satisfied, and she more or less waiting to find that guy that's willing to satisfy her, and that's just causing so much confusion in the dating market because it's like we need to be feeling each other.
Mhm.
What I'm saying? We
Mhm.
need to have that thirst for one another. You have to love me as much as I love you. You have to be willing to give as much as I'm willing to give. And I just don't and I would just feel that a woman that have like this is not this is not across the board, but in general, if you feel like that ass is all you need to bring to the table, if those looks is all you need to bring to the table, our community as a whole is going to suffer because I personally, if you're going to be a baddie, you're going to work that Saturday and Sunday shift too at the
Mhm.
office, at the store,
Mhm.
because we not hiring nobody because we trying to keep this money in house, and I'm not trying to work 7 days a week. So we gonna open up a convenience store. I'm gonna need you to work Saturday and Sunday with
Mhm.
your
Mhm.
sexy ass. So I'm always looking for a helpmate, and I
Mhm.
could be wrong for that, but that's what I stand on.
Nah, you're not wrong for that, bro.
But isn't that like a form of love language though, to like to be able to work with your partner?
Not in this modern dating landscape.
Not as an obligation.
The landscape is a woman is looking to be taken care of, and a man is
Mhm.
looking to protect and provide.
Mhm.
Right.
What are
Mhm.
you getting out of the deal?
Pussy.
All right. So since you answered, is pussy enough?
No, it never is, but that's what most of these niggas getting. That's what most of these niggas are
No, we
getting.
gotta go back to the drawing board and we got to reevaluate some things, correct? Like, because pussy ain't enough. It's just not. But how many men are honest or could get to a level in which they can be honest about that? And then how many women also on the flip side are willing to admit that they don't even think that deeply about dudes pleasing them? Like, I don't even think women think that deeply about it. I think women think in multiples, right? So, like, her idea of what she could get from you is not necessarily what she wants to get from you. Her understanding is that there are going to be more opportunities. So, why should I worry about what he can and can't do for me?
And it goes back to this. Only love that's valid, in my opinion, is unconditional love. I
Right.
remember it was this dude in Berkeley, Ohio. It's like a small suburb of Columbus, Ohio. This man had a wheelchair. He was autistic. He talked with a slur. He was on a wheelchair, fam. He
Mhm.
had a baddie as a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Cold. So love is not that. And she was a doctor. She was driving a Benz. She took care of this nigga.
So, wait. Back up. So, she had all emotion?
She had all of the motion. He had no motion. He was literally he was mature. Like, that was his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can reason with him, but
Mm-hmm.
how me and you talking,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't talk to him like that. It's more of like a delay, slur, all of that. But she loved him. He
Mm-hmm.
loved her.
Mm-hmm.
That's my standard of love right there. That's my standard of love right there. For sickness and health, for richer or for poorer. Anything outside of that,
Into
kiss
this.
my black ass.
We got to dive into this. So, so,
Ooh.
so, okay. It sounds like you saying that our understanding and ideas of a relationship don't necessarily have to be what our relationship ends up being, just as long as the two of us get out of this what we want.
Exactly. You better like it's a symbiotic relationship. It's
Mhm.
something, and I know it's symbiotic if I ain't got nothing to offer you and you still here.
Mm.
If I
Mm.
got something to offer, if I'm taking you out to eat and I'm providing the aesthetic,
Mhm.
the the vehicle, all of this stuff, once again, if I lose it, you're going to disappear.
Mhm.
Now, I have been on top and on bottom, and I don't be ever thinking if my wife going to leave me or nothing like that.
Mhm.
I'm focused on where I'm trying to focus, but at the same time, love is not what I'm trying to establish in my relationship. I'm trying to figure out if you a punk ass bitch. I'm trying to figure if you gonna leave. I'm trying to figure if you loyal, if you gonna cooperate, if you gonna really lock in with me.
You're not calling her a punk ass bitch, are you?
I'm trying to see if she is a punk ass bitch or not. You
It
don't
was
know
a
if
joke.
she a punk ass bitch.
That was
But
a joke, people. That was a joke.
you don't know if a person is a punk ass bitch just because they in your face.
True.
You go through shit and then
You figure it out.
you figure it out and then you like, damn, this motherfucker just played me. This motherfucker just left me abandoned or whatever the case may be. Like it's so many different things that you just gotta make sure is real before you commit in a long term relationship because at a lot of times that's how men get their heart broke because they not they not the ones doing the vetting and the testing. They the ones getting vetted and tested and then left.
Mm.
Brody. And it's
Mm.
like I feel like as a man, when you
You
talk like
cooking right
that, and when you get to bring it on that, it's like niggas kind of look at you weird, like, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? And it's like you can't. It's like, what's wrong with me expecting a motherfucker to mess up?
now. Mm.
You know, when that's all we do, and that's how we mostly learn most of the time.
I kind of feel like you touching on gold right here, Hood, because it's like going against conventional wisdom and going against what's socially expected or socially accepted, right? Um, you don't need to have in your relationship what other people have in their relationship.
Mm-mm. That's what's gonna fuck you up. That's
And
exactly what's gonna fuck you up.
so then this uniformity that we have needs to be done away with,
Mm-hmm.
right? But that also
It's the
means
conversations. It's the conversations of men are like this, women are like that.
Mhm, mhm.
If I'm retarded, I still need to get love.
Facts.
And nobody is online talking about how, when you find a retarded guy that you fall in love with. But guess what? Every time a girl fell in love with me, guess what happened? She fell in love with a retard. Didn't even
Mhm,
know it. Didn't
mhm,
even know it.
mhm.
Powerful,
You silly as fuck, yo.
powerful.
You silly as
This
fuck.
nigga's cooking right now, bro.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Because I was just thinking about it, right? I saw a meme yesterday because they got a midget baddies channel. The midget baddies, some of them look high.
I don't know. I feel like
I'm not even
if
trying to
you
be funny. It just sound like that, but I get.
Let me make my point real quick. Let me make my point real quick.
Mhm.
We about to watch this video about Nick Cannon with two sisters.
Mhm.
And she would say how most of the time, her and her sister would have sex with Nick Cannon at the same time. But just on the off chance, Nick Cannon would have sex with her sister in the bathroom, but she wouldn't care. Now, polygamy, threesomes, all of this shit is normalized in society, except when you get into a relationship. At that point, you are now a cheater and an evil person.
Mhm. Mhm.
But if but we talk about unconditional love, now it could be wrong. And it don't gotta be a triple entendre. Because once again, girls say, well, what if I do the same thing? It's not
Mhm.
going to work.
Mhm.
When you wear a dress is beautiful. When I wear a dress, I'm gonna be looking like, you know what I'm saying, Shaq in a dress.
Magic Johnson.
It's
Magic
not going to have
Johnson.
the same aesthetic.
Yeah, you gonna
So
put
when you have sex with multiple men, it's like, oh, this is a double standard. If we not gonna have the real conversation, then we just not gonna have the real conversation. The moment you tell a man that, oh yeah, I had sex with this guy, he's gonna be turned off. But
Mhm.
if he tells you, I'm having sex with this girl and she loves it, she's gonna be curious, like, why does she love it?
Mhm. Mhm.
But
See,
if we say it's men and women are the same and we should be held to the same standards, we're not going to have a genuine conversation. So yes, in reference to you wanting to be in a long-standing modern relationship, you must be attractive to women. And you must have a certain aura about yourself that say, I'm not going to stop.
Mhm. Mhm.
Not because I met you, because I'm not operating out of a scarcity mindset. It's 8.8 billion people. So you must treat me right, or else I have to find somebody else that's going to treat me right. Because we're not talking about boyfriend, girlfriend. We're not talking about being classmates. We're talking about husband and wife. And at that point, I need unconditional freedom and joy and prosperity to be working through this whole situation.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
No, you got to kiss my ass. We got to go through this. We got to go through that. That's when you are in a mind fuck, a mind prison.
Mhm.
You can just fall back, get your money up,
Sit.
focus on your purpose, and attract the type of lady that once you figured it out, she'll come into your life and be like, damn, I just want to be a part of this.
Mhm. Mhm. But
But I'm
since
gonna play this video. Go ahead. But I want to play this video real quick to just show you when the
no,
woman
only thing I was gonna say is since you reintroduced unconditional love into the conversation, I would like to um bring into it unconditional transparency too. But let's watch this video.
100%. Yeah, I'm not talking about a liar, cheater, go behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about before we sit down and have dinner, let me see your feet. Meaning that I want to see everything that is going on with you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know everything. I want the door open. If my wife automatically said, "Oh, get out my phone, don't look at my phone," it's over.
That's it.
Not saying the relationship is over, but the trust is going out the window.
Yeah. There's no getting that back neither.
Yeah.
You in a relationship, but y'all don't have open access with phones. It's not a real relationship.
That's not a relationship at all.
My wife asks me for my phone at any time. Here,
Yeah.
no,
And that's the point. That's the only point that I was pointing to with that, because the dishonesty part about initiating relationships comes from both sides. So both people come into a relationship saying they single, but both people 9 times out of 10 have rosters, right? So, and if you smashing a couple of those people on your roster, are you really single? Like, we want to use the schematics of these things, but I digress. Let's watch the video.
But do they all think that they're going to be able to rescue you from that
I
life?
think it is a rescue thing. Like I can save her.
Is that what happened with Nick Cannon?
He's the only guy that was able to properly date me and my sister together.
And he didn't try to get you guys pregnant.
We had that discussion, but who wants brother cousins or sister cousins or daddy uncle? Explain that to everybody.
You guys were seeing him for how long?
I want to say like a year and a half.
So you guys would all just like hang out together?
Yeah, like almost live together.
And the sexual experiences would mostly be together?
Yeah, unless I wake up and he was like in the bathroom, but I wouldn't care.
Wow. But do they all think that they're going to be able?
and that's all I'm saying. When a woman likes you, nobody gonna really get into the real conversation, and people is not gonna agree what I'm about to say. But when she truly likes you, she gets turned on by the thought of you being with another woman, and it's not the same for a man. Unpopular opinion.
You muted, dog.
It's an unpopular opinion because it's the fucking truth. 1000%. It's the truth. A woman has the capacity to envision you with another woman and get turned on by it.
It's some notches against you if you can't knock another bitch. For real.
Like, yeah. So, but with the guy, it is totally different.
Not the same with us.
And it will never, I can't say never. I will say it will not go the way you intended to go. Like, it's just,
a man can't get pregnant. So with that being said, if it comes down to it, your girl is having sex with other men, she gets pregnant by another man. That's it's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, I don't think and if I'm being G about it, bro, like I firmly believe we're at this point where men need to get over it. Like,
get over what?
The reality of she is going to be with other people, whether you want her to or not. Especially if you're not in a complete relationship, like she's going to be with other people. If you bullshitting around, if you half-assing, even if you
dating a woman, right? You dating a woman, and y'all never exclusive, especially if y'all don't live in the same house.
Never. There's no such thing.
If you dating a woman, relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, y'all don't live in the same house at night.
It's not exclusive.
At night, boy.
Yeah. She getting her back.
Oh my God.
Turned out. What's that John that got caught cheating with Steve Smith? He rearranged my IUD. Yeah, you gonna read some real uncomfortable shit.
Oh fucking God.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I'm with you on that, Hood. I would rather know than not know and allow my thoughts to just run amok because, bro,
if I don't know, I won't go.
Yes.
Meaning you're not mine for real. You cool. We can chop it up. But at nighttime, she gonna text you at 7:00 talking about, I'm so sleepy.
Yeah. Who the fuck go to bed at 7:30?
Nobody goes to bed at 7:00. Nobody goes to sleep at 7.
That's crazy that everybody know about the 7:30 at night text. That is crazy.
Oh, I'm so
that
sleepy.
Is crazy.
Oh, I'm so tired. And you link with her. What time she go to bed? 3:00 in the morning. She up all night on the phone scrolling. But all of a sudden, it's 7.
Let's put it this way.
It's 7:00 on the dot. He's in his drop top.
What happened to what happened?
If you
what happened to it's 5 in the morning?
If you mess with any girl that got Snapchat on her phone, she ain't exclusive with you anyway.
She ain't hip to the Snapchat.
Oh no,
Snapchat is the cheating app because once you send it, it disappears.
Yeah, all you gotta do is talking picture.
Yeah, talking picture. That shit is the cheating app. So if your girl got Snapchat, bro, and you can't see the phone, she for the streets, my guy. You need to keep it pushing.
So this is what I'm saying, right? We got it all wrong. We going in this thing backwards. Guys are cheaters, women are angels. But you got to sell your left nut to get some ass, and she can walk outside on a Thursday at 40-degree temperature in a bubble goose triple down, and niggas be like, "Damn, shorty, you thick as hell. What's up with you?" And you mean to tell me that we are the ones out here that are ruining homes and cheating and running amok? We do not have the option to do so. So that's where men is always going to be on the outside looking in on this sexual conversation. We don't have access to sex. If we do, it is hard and far and few to come by because 85% is fucking 15%.
Bro, it's it's crazy. I was talking with a bud, and I was like, as long as there's a box on it, they can look like the most manliest motherfucker. As long as they got a box, it's gonna get tore down.
Love you guys. Good night. Listen, it don't even have to be. It don't even have to be a box. See, a nigga will fuck a couch if that ass is fat enough.
Who was it? Napoleon Dynamite nigga was fucking apple pies.
That was American Pie. A nigga will fuck a pie. So what has happened is sexual access have then translated into romantic possibilities, long-term relationship ideals. And then so say you like love somebody with all your heart. So the fuck what?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when we in our 20s. We loving, but we ain't got our shit together. So by the time we get to a certain level where you keep fucking with these hoes in your 20s, you're not gonna get your shit together for one. And for two, if you ever do get your shit together, then you'll start to notice that this was all you needed in the first place. So you then start to reflect on the girls that you love so much, and it's like you didn't love them and they didn't love you. It was all a facade.
Mm-hmm.
When you are secure within yourself, within your spirituality, you got a relationship with God. God is going to send you a Eve, just like He sent Adam and Eve. Like this is a natural process, but niggas don't believe in God, and so therefore they on the outside looking in. This is why I ain't going to be dating or none of that shit. I'm going to be meditating and being grateful to God and trusting in the magnetic force. I'm going to go to a goddamn pizza shop one day. She going to be right there like, how you doing, King? I'm like, shit, I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you. Let's go. That's how it works. All this other qualifying shit, he got a big dick, he got a little dick, he got a lot of money, he's skinny. All of that shit is what niggas talk about on the internet because everywhere I look, it been an ugly nigga with a badass bitch. My whole life. Little short, fat nigga, not all of that don't even really matter. She the beautiful one in the equation. I got dirt under my fingernails, my boots a little dirty, and that's what she love about me. My edge, my roughness. I can get under the car and have oil on my hands. She don't know that, but that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you to be that type of nigga to just be like, let me fix this goddamn hole in the wall. Let me give me the tools. You fixing shit. She like, damn, I'm about to fuck the shit out this nigga tonight. You don't even realize you just laying down drywall. Like, you need anything else? She like, nah. Just you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of psychological things that go into a woman just loving you that it don't have nothing to do with your looks and your money. You could be an ugly ass handyman. Guess what? You got hoes. Cause babe, the counter is the drawers is it need a screw loose. Oh, I got it. Oh, babe, thank you. Come get this pussy. You such a handyman. Strong and smart. So I was like, shit. Be the best version of yourself, like at the end of the day.
Well, you got the other one, the other video?
Which one?
I think light skinned girl with curly hair.
Yeah, I damn. The thing of it is, I reposted it, but I don't see it. I gotta look for it.
And plus, you absolutely right, but it's also your attitude, like with the aspect of you saying like you going into a shop or going to a place that you spend your time in, boom, you'll meet this person. But like a lot of people's attitude, they be choosing two sides of it. The one attitude where it's like, man, ain't nobody worry about me, and the other attitude is like, shit, I'm gonna find somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we dwell on that other attitude.
Damn, that was a good video too. I'm salty.
You didn't send it into the Discord?
Nah, I just reposted it. It should have been on my Twitter feed, but it ain't there no more. I'm sick.
You don't got it up in a separate tab?
That's what I'm looking for right now. Anyways, man. What's some other things on your mind? I'm still looking for that video.
Man, the one thing that's like really one thing that's really actually getting my attention is the whole I think it's like Angel Reese, really.
What about her?
I think she hold on, I had just shared it. No, I'm lying. I'm sorry, I just exposed myself what I was thinking about. But no, it was with the fraternity after you find that video. But when we was talking about the mafia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you know, of people like having gatekeeping, you know, Greek fraternities is another way of gatekeeping because you know you can go to college or get into a fraternity or sorority and you just walking through doors.
And that's true. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what is so? Say for instance, like gatekeeping, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's some people that stand in front of that gate, and you can't get through that gate. But we don't realize, and this is just my personal opinion. I could be wrong. That gate is a gate to hell, right? That gate is a gate to disconnection. Albeit you might have the connections of your alpha sci-fi alphas, he get you a job at Enron or Google or some shit like that. Y'all frat brothers. It's all lockdown to me.
No, they Eskimo brothers.
And it's homosexual. Ain't nothing wrong with homosexuality, but I don't like closeted homosexuality or ritual homosexuality because at a certain point they should tell everybody at church, they should tell everybody in the government that that's what it's about. You know, these white men are in these political positions because they love each other. You know what I'm saying? They're deep lovers, and that's how they get the power.
I
You
mean,
trying to get a woman, and they trying to get a young man to, get up in that booty hole. You know what I'm saying? Make
uh,
him a lover. You know, this is pederasty. This is politics. This is education. This is religion. This is all of the shit that did. Do a dog need a book on how to be a dog?
mm-mm,
Do a kangaroo need a book on being a kangaroo?
mm-mm.
Why do you need a book to live on this planet?
Facts.
That book is turning people into
Straight weirdos. Straight weirdos. It is a total perversion of the word. I take it even further as to say, like the gatekeeping that these niggas do is for the exoteric aesthetic. That shit is not for the esoteric. That shit is not for the soul. That shit is not for the creator and its creations. That shit is for glamour. That shit is for everything that exists down here in Malkuth. Like that shit has nothing to do with anything that has to do with your dharma or your purpose here. Like that shit is everything to do with aesthetic, glamour, and looking good. Like if people took inventory and checked, right? We talking about relationships and women and men, and I would gander to ask how many women were satisfied with the good looking men that they had and vice versa, right? How many men were satisfied with the best looking women that they've had access to, right? Like I can be 1000% sure to tell you that the majority of the women that fulfilled me weren't exactly aesthetically pleasing. And I just say all that to say, like, we are taught to look for a certain thing. We are taught to want a certain thing. We are programmed and engineered to desire a certain thing. But yet, when we obtain that thing, we never really get what we thought we were going to get from it.
Mhm.
Like, if you could have the greatest, the best looking porn star as a dude, like, you might be okay with, you might be really good with getting her. But when you understand how much it's going to take for you to please her, oh, you might change your mind.
But that's what it is though, in reference to why relationships. I'm gonna be real today. I don't got no time to mince words. The reason why relationships suffer is because you're not sexy enough as a guy.
Mhm.
You're not aesthetically pleasing enough as a guy.
Mhm.
Your granddad, old greasy ass mine worker, dirty boot wearing ass boy, had no problem knocking your grandma down, but all of a sudden you have to be a fucking sex model to even get some ass. And of course, we're relating sexual things to relationship things, but that's like relating jumping up and down with being an NBA player. Like, I can jump up real high. I can make it to the NBA. You wouldn't ever even be logically sound in making that assumption, but somehow women think that if they can be sexually satisfied, that's the gateway to marriage. Man, if you can get a bad girl and she like you better marry her. What the fuck? It's not even the fact that she look good, it's the fact that she like you.
Word. Like who? Like you. Like,
If she
I,
look good, great.
we cannot stress this shit enough. Like, if you
Let her
got
say
to
you
jump,
choosy.
if you got to jump out the window to get this woman to notice you, my nigga, it's not gonna work.
It's not
It's,
real. If she
it's
feel
not
like
gonna
you're not
last, bro.
attractive, it's not real. Because of course you're not attractive. You're a man.
Have you seen you naked?
Men aren't attractive. Women are attractive. This is truth.
This is facts, bro.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like when you hear a woman talking about a female, they talking about how like vaginas are pretty and shit.
Because they
Women
are.
are attracted to women because women are
Mhm.
beautiful. What are we talking about?
Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Women are attracted to men because they might have a nice forearm or they might like
Mhm.
they love him at an energetic level, not because of an aesthetic.
Not because of the way he looked.
And if it is the way he looks, she done got comfortable. She done figured it out. Like it's something about him that's sexy. You might not see it, but I see it and be like, all right, run with it
And,
then. I'll accept it.
and it's a
I'll take
super
it.
hairy line too, right? It's a very fine line to a person, to a man that really dolls themselves up to groom themselves to a particular point that they look like outstanding, right? Because it's a borderline fine line between, some women gonna call you gay. Like, some women like outright just gonna be like, yeah, that nigga gay.
Some
Like,
women gonna call you gay, but then other women gonna want to have sex with you, and that's the goal. You jump
that's
up
the
and
goal.
down.
That's the goal.
Congratulations. But can you shoot the ball? Can you dribble? Can
Mhm.
you pass? Can you be a good teammate? If they bench you, how you gonna react to it? All I know how to do is jump up and down. So
How
man,
long
it's
does it
like
take you to get 6 fouls and foul out? You know
a
what I'm saying?
nigga look good, fine, but at the end of the day, nobody ever got married. You ever like, well, on my wedding vows, you really lay that dick down, so I figured we could be together forever. It never was a vow.
Never in your life.
It never was a vow.
You will never hear a woman say that. Like, and if
The
she
dick
did,
is so
that's
good. I paid for the wedding. I invited my family. No, you going to continuously get fucked at night secretively because that's the nature of jumping up and down. If
fact.
you want to get married, you probably not gonna be with a nigga that look good. Cause how am I going to resist every girl saying, "Hey, guy, I want to fuck you because you look so good"?
Facts. Facts. Y'all haven't thought this shit through.
They haven't. They haven't really thought
Y'all
it
haven't
through.
necessarily thought this shit through.
It's just like at the frontal lobe. It haven't went through the occipital lobe or
Nope.
none of the deeper processes. It's just let me find a nigga that fits my attractive scale, and all you're going to end up is fucked.
That's it. That's it. Fuck. Talk about all men and dogs. Right?
Men ain't shit. Men are not loyal. Men will always cheat. Not the ugly ones. Even if the ugly one want to cheat, he can't cheat. And if he can cheat, he's going to be able to cheat because he's with you, and you should already know that.
And
You
that
are
is
the reason.
that is so crushing to a woman's ego, bro. Don't let the ugly one cheat, right?
She the reason why he able to cheat. Because she like, damn, she fucking with that nigga. It must be something about him.
No, for real. You like, not for like, you ever had a girl and then another girl, like girls start hitting you up for some reason, you like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm single, like y'all just don't be appearing like this.
It happens every time for me.
That's the formula.
Every time I got with one girl, my phone would ring more. Every time. Never changed. I'm 45. That hasn't changed.
See, I go straight to, you got to talk to my wife because we into that type of deal, and then be weird after that.
Facts. And that's the best icebreaker because we starting from there. Like that's the baseline.
I'm not cheating. You going one on the face, one on the waist.
Mm-hmm. Call that multitasking.
Multitasking. Get into it. Who put this video up?
Y'all. Here, I'm gonna drop this heat.
Caleb Wilson, what? What happened?
So this what Dylan. So we was talking about Greek fraternities a little bit earlier, and this young man has dealt with a fraternity ritual. So in Baton Rouge, check this out.
We can't hear it, bro.
Dang.
Here, I'm
gonna stop sharing it and then bring it back up. What are you doing your PIN numbers? If you put it back on there, I'll add it.
We have a couple of troubling stories to kind of get us going here. First, a Southern student. We have a couple of troubling stories to kind of get us going here.
Y'all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
First, a Southern student dead after taking part in an off-campus fraternity ritual. A source tells WAFB that members of the Omega Phi Psi fraternity were carrying out a ritual off campus where pledges stand in line, and that's when 20-year-old Caleb Wilson collapsed. You're seeing his image right there on the screen. He was taken to the hospital.
Boy, the Matrix on ass today.
Man.
Hospital by other fraternity members, where he later died. We're told the group was at the North Sherwood Forest Community Park. Authorities say it happened around 3 earlier.
That's ain't 3 a.m. That's magic time.
All right, so just tell us, give us a short version of what happened with him.
No, Brody just fall out, and
this morning, Wilson was a member of the Southern Human Jukebox Marching Band. The university releasing a statement in response saying, quote, Southern University.
My boy over there struggling.
Is aware of an off-campus incident that may have resulted in the death of student Caleb Wilson. The campus community extends condolences to his family, classmates, and loved.
So are we talking about hazing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was hazed by a Greek
Omega Phi.
fraternity, by a Greek fraternity.
Yeah,
Omega
Omega Phi, yep.
Fucking 20 years old, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's there's something really disturbing about melanated people buying into this European shit, or in this case, this Greek shit. And like that shit has been in our community low key for a very long time, aka Boule. Like I don't know, I just feel weird about that shit. Like, how the fuck could it be convincing to you that a good thing is for you to plead Greek? Like, that's weird.
I think it's all rooted in a social structure. I think, like, like we was watching this video and this baby, the dad kept him with a soccer ball, like from the infant. Like the baby was kicking a soccer ball as a little infant. So by the time the baby get 4, he's dumb nice at soccer.
Mhm.
So the human can be conditioned into anything. Seen another video where a nigga was eating some chitlin burritos, and I'm like, he's been eating chitlins since he was a baby because he have no disgust to it. Because if you condition to eat chitlins, you only have a condition because you probably been eating fresh food. Then all of a sudden you eating this nasty food is like ugh. But if you've been eating this nasty food ever since you was 2,
Yeah.
you don't have no way to disseminate or have any.
Totally been desensitized to it. So the idea of that shit being disgusting to him doesn't reach.
It don't reach. Is not something that people even understand. So where we talking about relationships, I know it's bad because when I was a child, it's just like it is now, except people is talking about it.
And you got social media now.
You got social media and all of this, but it's been like this. It's been single mothers. It's been you. When I was 18, you only dated girls with babies.
That's it.
While my 20s, that's all you psychologically don't expect a woman not to have a kid.
Especially if you was a broke nigga, you looking for somewhere to lay up, right? Like, so the one with the kids is the easy place, right?
You
Like,
got your place.
you know, she got a place. She got kids.
You got Section 8. That was the thing. That was the thing so much that girls was
Niggas
trying
is
to,
diabolical too, bro.
people was trying to get cribs, like have babies, just so they could get apartments.
Niggas is diabolical too, bro. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. That's crazy.
So I didn't find the video,
I could not.
but I found the content creator.
Mhm.
She's super dope, and I don't know what she's talking about, but let's see what she's talking about.
I could not live one day as a man. No way. Not only do men have to have themselves together, but they have to make sure the people that are following them are in order too. So he has to have eyesight not only for himself, but for everybody else around him. He has to lead everybody else, which means he does have to take his feelings and gobble them so that everybody else can lean on him. And I can't handle that. I want to be soft.
Serpent, I'm gonna ask a personal question. In your marriage, did your wife respect that quality that you had?
Elaborate.
So you making sure everything is taken care of. Do she like damn, thank you for doing this? I could never do the shit you doing.
It was few and far between. Um, I would say she appreciated it, but she wouldn't go out of her way to mention it.
I think how you know if a person appreciated if they go out their way to let you know they appreciate you, because as a man, if they don't show you appreciation, how you going to just assume that a person appreciate you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could tell when a person appreciates something when they make space for you to do your own thing, even though they know that you have this much stuff going on. And she did that. She made space for me to do my own thing because she know how much I was doing.
Mhm.
But when I say go out of your way to let someone know, like that is when they stop you from doing some of the stuff that you're doing because they know that they could do some of it too, and they don't necessarily need you to do it all the time.
Hmm.
And a way for them to show their appreciation is for them to take some of your load off every now and again.
Hmm. That
But
makes
yeah, to answer your question, she appreciated it, but she didn't go out of her way to show that she appreciated it.
it just made me think of that question because I'm hearing this lady speak and she's saying, I could never be a man. But what I tend to feel is that I can do what you can do probably better, nigga. You not doing enough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let
It's
me take
low.
the reins. Let me show you how this shit is done, my boy.
It's low key passive aggressive. It's a
It's
low
like
key way. They have a low key way of being obscure with their passive aggressiveness.
it's like you down bad, and then they have to take care of things, and it's like it gets to a certain point. It's like now it's like, well, I don't need you no more. So it's like
Yeah, when they start finding excuses to disrespect you, they start finding reasons to be like just to challenge you, just because. Like, mm-hmm, it's up for you, bro. She already making moves. It's up for you.
You will figure out. I figured out very recently with this new moon that the times and efforts that I was trying to make amends, a motherfucker had their mind already made up.
Mm-hmm.
That's some crazy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I went through my Dark Night of the Soul, I figured that out like maybe like the first 6 months. I was like, yeah, like when I was going through all of those real changes and trying to course correct and retroactively go back and psychologically get myself in place in order to be this person for this person, like they were already out the door. Like
Yeah,
they just weren't physically gone. Like,
they
but you
didn't say
can
it. They
tell
didn't say it.
you can tell when a person emotionally detaches from you. You can tell it feel different. You know what I'm saying? And you can also tell they call it with the woman. You know when a woman is done, it's called indifference. And the first time you see indifference in a woman, if she makes it her point for you to see her indifference, oh nigga, it's up for you.
so what if the so when they see the indifference right themselves on you, why is it never like, I'm sorry if I done these things to make you feel this way? Why is it never that? Why is it always
Oh,
like,
because
what's up with you?
her ego will never allow her to be that accountable, for one. And
Mhm.
two, she thinks her shit is that good that she still thinks that she can eventually get you to come around the block. Like she still thinks she can get you to come back to where you were, to whereas she has the emotional upper hand. So regardless of if she sees displeasure written all over your face and she's a narcissist, she don't give a fuck. She knows that it being written on your face is you sending a sign that you want someone to ask you what's wrong. But the reason why you're doing that, and because you're doing that, is exactly why she will not ask you what's wrong, especially if she's already indifferent to you. If she's already indifferent to you, she could give two fucks about how you feel emotionally, bro.
Yeah, that's
She's definitely not going to pander to your emotions if she's already indifferent.
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you something to do. Think about what you're gonna say all day. Come up with an elaborate way of how you're going to say it. Man, introduce some slideshows if you want to. Like, go all out, full presentation, and then let me know how she didn't give a fuck about none of that because it's not about what you do. It's about how she feels about you, and you're not in control of that. So therefore, if you with a woman, you love her, be grateful for her, love her, respect her, value her.
As that.
But if she decides to change how she feels about you, you can't change it back through actions. You
Okay.
can't change it back through she and the reason why I'm saying this is because you don't know. The when you know is when it's over. But
Mm-hmm.
she knows before it's over, but it might be a point in time where you don't know and you trying to like make it work and
Mm-hmm.
that type of deal. That's a game. Cause at the end of that game, it's not going to hit you right then and there. And for a lot of people, it never hits them because they never knew that she wasn't trying to stay in this relationship under no circumstance. She already had it set up, so maybe it wasn't convenient
Mm-hmm.
to leave at that particular time. But if ever she found this safe landing spot that was convenient and she already threw at you, guess what? It's going to be an argument. Sometimes it's not even an argument. Sometimes it's just a day, and you just today is the day.
Yeah, and if I could add anything to that, I would say this is for all of my niggas who feel the need to follow the red pill, purple pill echo chambers of the internet. This is for all of my niggas who want to post memes and do posts and just want to be right and want to talk about all of your fucking logic. This is for all of my niggas who want to make all of the arguments about being logical versus a being who could give two shits about your fucking logic. I need y'all to hear that when I say that, right? You want to be logical as fuck with a being who could give two shits about logic, right? So you thinking logical, like I need to do this, that, and the third, and the other in order to win her over. She ain't even on that type of time. She on emotions, she on hormones, she on feelings, she on want to, she on desire. And nowhere in there do you find logic, my nigga. And she has made it this far not giving two fucks about logic. You coming into the picture is not going to make her adopt logic.
You
It's
doing a
not.
podcast about the particular strategy and how to deal with women who have minds of their own, who have ideologies and ideations not in concordance, who don't really empathize with you at the way that you think that they empathize with you.
At all.
So, what you then have to begin to do is be very present minded as a man. Because when you like it is no guarantees in this world or no circumstance on any level of the playing field. There's just no circumstances. So what does logic have to do in a world where tomorrow anything can happen? How do you then insert logic into this world
Mm-hmm.
where a man is going to a car wash with his daughter and then transitions out the body, never goes home?
I felt like you was just looking in my head because I was just thinking that. Where's your logic at when you get killed with your daughter at the fucking car wash, my nigga?
Mm-mm. Who thinks, oh yeah, I'm gonna drive up to the laundromat and transition out the body because that's what we doing. That's very logical. It's a nice day. Let me get my car washed, and after that, I'm gonna transition out the body. Ha!
Word.
Nobody thinks like that. So we got to begin to understand that this world. See, this is what I woke up realizing that niggas have gotten off the magic.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas have fell off on the magical aspect of reality. Niggas have gotten too logical, and that's not what we do.
That's not what we do. That's
We
not what
do rituals.
melanated.
We do
That's not what the
spells.
melanated being does at all.
We
Like
don't do that. We
that
are
shit is a
illusions.
European construct, and y'all brought wholeheartedly into that shit way too much, bro. Like y'all brought too far into that shit, bro. Like you might as well be a nigga walking around with the Bible in your hand. Like you might as well be that guy, which is super weird to me because it's almost like selective outrage, right? Where niggas use logic when they want to prove a woman wrong. But then when they want motherfuckers to get on their side, they bring up the good book. Like, y'all gonna have to pick one, bro.
Let's listen to our good sister.
Which means he does have to take his feelings and gobble them so that everybody else can lean on him. And I can't handle that. I want to be soft, I want to be coddled, I want to be taken care of, I want a hug. And I want a lot of grace when I make a mistake and I mess up. And a lot of women...
Did she say she want a nigga that look good, that got a lot of money, that's, a protector, a provider?
I didn't hear none of that. Only thing I heard her ask for was grace.
And
I don't know. I've been traumatized. I heard it on this fucking.
a hug. You know a woman love you when you hugging her. You should be at least hugging. So you in a relationship with a woman, y'all should at least hug at the very least 3 times a day. But that's the very least.
That's the bare minimum.
That's the bare minimum.
And you can tell how a person feel about you by how they hug you.
We talking about a hug on the internet. None of these red pill niggas ever said nothing about a hug, Serpent.
Ever. Ever.
They want to have solutions on how to get a woman and keep a woman, but they'll never say, how many times are you hugging her?
And I'll take it a step further and say these niggas is more trifling than the niggas they claim to be trying to teach. How many of these niggas got shows and tried to sleep with everybody on the show? I'm tired of that story.
That's an internet thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what niggas on the internet going to do. And it's sad because it's a lot of bullshit out of here because these niggas just can't stop clapping cheeks.
These niggas is super corny because you can't control that thing. Super corny. That's why all of the shit that happens to you because you use that thing happens to you because you're using that thing. Because that thing is what's leading you as opposed to you leading it. Yeah, nigga.
I'm gonna tell you a deep truth of clapping cheeks. You got weird luck when you having sex with women. You got very weird luck when you having casual sex with women that you are not in a long-term relationship. You are putting yourself at a great risk for no reason.
PTSD, trauma, all of that shit come with that bag.
Police,
random
acts of violence,
no peace. You ever seen a broad bang her head on the wall and then call the cops on you? Oh yeah. I seen a chick bust her whole head open and then call the cops. He hit me. Listen, man, you trying to be logical with that? Like, you trying to be logical with that?
There's like my kids, I tell them something and they'll start crying or something. I'm like, that shit don't work with the cops. You can tell the cops, yeah, I ain't hit her. You okay? That's fine. We're gonna arrest you and whatever you say.
We're gonna think about this. We still gonna arrest you. We're gonna think about this later though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still going to jail though.
You can get a lawyer. We'll court is on Monday at 8 a.m.
And then they tell you at the end, being silent is in your favor.
Don't say nothing.
The more you talk, the more we could, lock you up for. So, they tell you at the end. You know what I'm saying?
We're about to lock you up though. You're coming with us. But I didn't hit her. I didn't hit her.
And we believe you, right?
Yeah, we understand.
Here's the thing. She called first.
That's very logical. We get what you're saying. You did not hit her. You didn't hit her. Yeah, but you're getting arrested right now. You're going downtown.
And she looks disheveled, right? And if my boss talks to her and my boss talks to you, my boss is going to tell me I need to take you to jail anyway. So,
do you have this on footage? Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Our hands are kind of tied. They're going to be like, it's the law. Like, this is what we have to do in these situations. But I didn't hit her though. That's not an excuse. You
That's
can't
not a
cry.
reason.
It's you got to make a decision before it even starts to be cohabitating and living and just existing, having casual sex with women that don't have your best interests at heart. And it's scary for a lot of guys because they just want to crack so bad with somebody that don't have their best interest at heart.
It's so bad that niggas out here now talking about they looking for love. What?
I'm telling you, that's how a lot of niggas get set up,
Love?
man.
What? Where they do that at? Give a fuck about no love, nigga. The fuck? I can't eat love, nigga. I can't.
It's all about
I
dick, man.
can't. Like that love shit. Miss me with that shit. Do you respect me, ho? Then I'm out.
We want some love, man. But those your moms.
Y'all niggas can keep all that love shit. I'm here to tell all my young niggas that shit is a fairy tale, nigga. Love is rare. It's not for everybody. Everybody don't deserve it. I'm here to tell you. It's an unpopular opinion. Everybody don't deserve love.
Would y'all
Unpopular. I know.
Would y'all say being in love is a fantasy?
It is by nature.
By nature. The aesthetic of it all is a fantasy. Like,
Let's ask ChatGPT.
let's see what the AI feel about it.
Is love capricious or a fantasy? I'm gonna say romantic love because there's many different types of love.
Facts. That's facts. There's platonicism.
Yeah.
I know, shorty. I'm platonic only. Oh yeah.
Romantic love is neither entirely capricious nor purely a fantasy, though it often carries elements of both. Capricious. Romantic love can be unpredictable, shaped by chemistry, timing, and personal evolution. People change, circumstances shift, and once felt like destiny can fade or transform. The highs and lows of attraction, attachment, and desire make love seem fickle at times. Fantasy. Many people project ideals onto love influenced by media, culture, and personal longing. This can create illusions that lead to disappointment when reality does not align with the fantasy. However, love itself is not a fantasy, it is a psychological, emotional, and even biological experience. So, once again, love, I understand love to be this I love everybody type of deal, but I'm talking about can we merge bank accounts? Can we have the same purpose? Can we go to sleep naked?
Mhm.
Let's be real.
Mhm.
And if you think that you can do that with anybody, you under some form of delusion.
Some spell. You under a good spell, nigga. Like, if you think you could do that with anybody, because I'm telling you, there's some women if they hear you fart, my nigga, like she don't even want, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm telling you, man. Watch, them boys gonna put a one on you. They gonna catch you with your pants down. Mona Lisa.
I mean, if you don't clean your ass fast enough or often enough, if you don't
Some of you niggas still got streaks, man. Don't talk to me.
yeah, if you don't wipe your face properly at the table while we eating, like,
If you don't
you
take
got
a
some.
morning, if you don't take a morning shit, she don't trust you because you full of shit. Like,
I mean, if you ain't, some women start fucking with you if you ain't never fought in front of her. Like, she wondering, y'all been together this many years and she ain't never heard you fought, my nigga. Like, should be weird, man. Should be weird. But like Hood said, like, if you're not willing to do this with a particular person, like, why are you even sticking your phallus in there? Like, why are you even going that far? Because that is the furthest you can go.
pantyism and coopinism.
Yeah, like that is the furthest you can go of giving yourself to a person. So how could you go all the way that way, but you only go like an inch over here? So we can't have the conversation, but I'm gonna eat your ass. Pause. Wait a minute.
So it's like this, like you just like exist in the world and you walk down the street and a girl sees you and she just magically falls in love with you. That's the only thing you can hope for.
Yeah, keep wishing on that star.
Yeah,
Keep wishing on that star,
I
my
put
nigga.
roses on my altar and I burn them incense, man.
That's what I'm saying. You could keep trying to manipulate it and use logic. And it's this one dude at the gym, fat light skinned nigga. I think he got his teeth done or some shit like that. He be
You feel good about himself?
He holler at all of the hoes, regardless.
He didn't think that through.
It ain't about that. He just got a way of hollering at all of the bitches. Like,
wow.
If a girl come into that gym, he is saying
He on
something.
it.
He's saying something. And if she wearing revealing clothes, he not going to, even if she don't look like she want to be talked to, he bars none. He
gonna find a way.
He's relentless.
Wow.
Unstoppable force of masculinity. He is.
Is it borderline stalkerish?
Nope, because he's doing it to every single girl at that gym.
Okay.
Everybody
So he ain't got no
knows.
discrimination whatsoever.
It's almost like he's slow. It's almost like if he had autism and the dude be like, "Hi, my name's Brian." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna say hi to everybody at the gym. Like, that's his style, but he doing it in a player way. It's different levels, bro. That's all I'm saying.
And you'd be surprised because it's like, since everybody know it's gonna be that one person that's gonna go to the shop.
I mean, he be having some baddies. He bring baddies with him to the gym too. So I know he looked like the type that be having mad chicks for real. And I understand the strategy. Holler at every girl you see, but once again,
well, if you throw paint on the wall, some of it got to stick.
Some of it got to stick, and I mean that's a strategy that comes from the inside.
Yeah, that's a probability. That's a probability flex right there.
One of my OGs told me, he was like, man, you know, we hunters. You know, it's in our blood, man. We got to go after it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you miss every shot you don't take, nigga.
He says,
but if you take every shot in the gym, I mean something. I mean, listen, a dead clock is
Kobe
right.
shot 300 shots a day.
I mean, like, listen, man. Nah, Kobe shot like 3,000 shots a day. So I
mean, it's a strategy. I'm not saying I wouldn't use it. I'm not saying I will use it. I just understand the strategy.
I mean,
yeah, I understand. And I can't judge him for it. I'm just saying, like, I just know that just would not be me. Like, I don't have that much energy. Like, I mean, I have it, but I'm not using it for that.
Right. And
like, I only get it right one time. Like, I'm not like my big homie over here. Like, I'm not trying to raise a stable of wives. Like, I only need to get it right once. And as far as I'm concerned, I already got it wrong, so I'm good.
It reminded me of Family Guy.
I'm gonna have 10. I'm gonna have 10 of them.
Okay.
By the end of the summer.
It reminded me of the scene from Family Guy.
Well, if any of them got sisters, then you can holler at me. Man.
They was on some shit of like semen retention. They was like, I think one of them couldn't get a shorty, and they was crying. He was like, "Don't worry, bro. I'm never gonna let a woman distract me." And them niggas became millionaires. Funny as hell.
I mean, it's a simple formula, you know. It's just what type of people are around you that's willing to support you get to where you're trying to get to. And if you're around people that's going to support you, the world is yours. But a lot of times with men and choosing women, you might deal with a woman that is like talking down to you. So say for instance a girl says like he wasn't a good man to me, he cheated on me, he was a bad person. So that becomes your identity. You know what I'm saying? Your name is cheater. Your mama named you cheater your whole life. You know what I'm saying? He cheated on me and all this type of deal. But at the end of the day, as a man, you got to realize even if a person views you as a negative person, in your relationship, that is not valid. She's saying it because she's not, you're not doing what she wants you to do, vice versa.
Yeah.
That's not an indication of who you are character wise, who you going to be in life. So you will find somebody that speak life into you, or you just be single. And you just gotta be very careful, man. It's just
It's like being called mean when when she not getting her way.
right. And then like you a mean person, but maybe you just completely valid in your dismissal or refusal.
Mm.
Like it was supposed to be no. And it should have been like, okay, I respect that.
Mm.
And I want a lot of grace when I make a mistake and I mess up. And a lot of women, we expect that other people give us grace. I mean, if I make a mistake, you should know that my emotions and my feelings got involved and I didn't mean it. But God forbid a man does that. I mean, society holds them to a certain standard, and God even holds them to a certain standard. I'm a woman, and I want to cry, and I want a lot of grace. I want people to cheer me on when I do stuff right. You know, when I think logically and it makes sense, people cheer me on for it as a woman, because it's unheard of when women hold themselves accountable and want to reach for a certain standard. You know, that's holy that God wants us to live by. But men don't get cheered on when they do stuff right. We just magnify when they do wrong, and when they do right, it was already expected of you.
That's what I was talking about. I'm saying, like, you could be a cheater, and then it's like, you're a cheater, and I can't believe you did that. You get all of these emotions, but what are the positive equivalents to that? Like, what is the positive emotion expression? Say, for instance, you cheated, and every time you cheated, your girl was going to cry and cuss you out. What is she going to do on the positive side of that? Do you have awareness of that thing?
Mm.
Would you do it every? I would do that thing every day if it meant, you know what I'm saying, it was going to equate to whatever the opposite of is a crying. You know what I'm saying? Crying, breaking down, busting the windows out your car. Like you get that negative experience when you do wrong, but what is the positive experience when you do right? Now, this is the conversation where women have to really sit back and reflect and ponder and come up with an answer for it, because you haven't really thought about that, because you're just waiting for that bad thing. Like a relationship is when a man holds on, because the whole time she might be thinking like, when he cheats, this is what I'm going to do. The whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That might be a prerequisite that she came in with.
When he cheats on me, that's it. And like you ever think your girl is cheating? Like you think she's cheating, and you
Mm.
get that hot feeling inside of you, like you checking her phone because you think she cheating. You're
Mm-hmm.
not thinking for one moment that she a good woman that love you and really want to support you. You thinking she cheating on you. You looking for a confirmation bias. But
Right.
imagine that was the whole entire relationship. Every time you leave your phone unattended, she looking through your shit.
Mm-hmm.
You in the shower, she just looking through your phone,
Mm-hmm.
looking through your Facebook, stalking you, hoping and thinking that you cheating or all this type of shit. Like, you know what it's like when you feel betrayed. But a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times women go into a relationship feeling betrayed the whole entire time, because they're waiting for that other shoe to drop. Yeah, you a good
Mm-hmm.
guy, but when that other thing happens, I'm out.
Mm.
And I think also something needs to be said to the reality that how many people, how many women is the average person going to get with that hasn't been cheated on at some point of some point in their lifetime? And so for that to be the disposition, it's, I mean, partially understandable, but I'm speaking from 45 soul return. So it's different for me as opposed to a 25, 26-year-old, right? Like they're not understanding that the disposition originally from the beginning for that woman is going to be someone who's waiting for you to fuck up. But isn't that at the same time, Hood? Isn't that the straw that broke the camel's back from the beginning? Like is a relationship already doomed if she comes in like that?
Listen. My running analogy. People do not like when I say it. A man is never going to leave a supportive, loving,
No.
caring wife. What happens is he cheats. And once he cheats, the relationship is over. Maybe she brings you back and you cheat again. Whatever the case may be, that's the shit that happens when you in your 20s, you have no direction whatsoever. But at the end of the day, let's just act like cheating. I'm not saying that a person should cheat, but I'm saying that if everybody have the same story, I'm not with him no more because he cheated on me. Well, y'all got kids together. That's kind of fucked up for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be real about it, figure out a way to figure out a different solution if we're going to progress any point. Because if we're trying to figure out a way outside of cheating and y'all all get cheated on, I don't know how you going to like reconcile that. So all I'm saying is this: understand men, understand women at a psychological level. When you are dating somebody, be with somebody that you don't care if they cheat on you.
Mm.
Mm.
If you with somebody and if they cheat on you, that's a problem, then don't be with them. Cause what if he do cheat on you? Cause you already thinking about him cheating on you anyway. You get what I'm saying?
You've
So
already brought that into the ether.
it's in your heart. It's in your mind. It's what you thinking about. It's what you waiting for. It's what you hope don't happen.
And
Every
that is a
everybody has
psychosis, isn't
something.
it though?
Yeah, because everybody has that thing that they want so bad that they push it away from themselves.
Hmm.
Everybody has that little thing that they want so desperately that it stays far away from them because they want it so much. So you have to begin to understand psychologically if cheating is some shit that just makes you feel so bad, at a certain point, get over it psychologically. Like delete that barrier and boundary in your heart, in your mind, just for the men that you love, not just
Mm-hmm.
men in general. When you find somebody, you like, listen, I love this man so much that I wouldn't even care if he cheated on me.
Mm-hmm. But also at the same time, we because we speak about manifestation a lot when it comes to the work that we do. So it works the opposite way also, right? Because the thing that you don't want to happen is also the thing that you think about the most, right? Like you don't want that person to necessarily cheat on you, but you're assuming it's already a done deal. Like you're just waiting for it to happen, or you're just waiting to find out that it happened. Doesn't that isn't that also the ingredient, the main ingredient to creating it?
I mean, you don't know what this person is actually thinking about. So I think that you should like really talk and have real conversations. And then, like, if I think is this is might sound crazy, but I think it's healthy just to imagine that that person is cheating anyways. So if they cheat on you, you know what I'm saying? You kind of like are mentally prepared for it to happen at a certain point. But I say all of that to say that if a person really love you and really care about you, they not going to cheat on you. But you want to figure out if a person is cheating on you as soon as possible because that person don't really care about you as far as dealing with a woman. But as a man, if he's cheating, he probably was a cheater before he met you and going to be a cheater after he left you. There's a certain way when, like, I just know, like, I can just only reference between me and my wife. It's
Hmm.
not no scenario where I would cheat.
Hmm.
It's not even a reality in my life under no circumstances. So when women get with men that's like that, it just seems super goofy to me.
It
It's
is.
like if you dealing with a woman that's going to cheat on you, that seems very green to me. If you
Mhm.
dealing with a man that's going to cheat on you, that seem like y'all don't really talk for real. Y'all don't really know each other for real. Y'all just operating at some esoteric level that goes beyond all comprehension if infidelity is
Mhm.
subject matter or worry or concern. Cause the love be so real and so palpable, we be so locked in that what the fuck is like it's not, it's just goofy for real to me.
And and it's extremely disingenuous, because I don't know anybody who wakes up and says, "Yeah, I want to get in a relationship for somebody to cheat on me," or "I want to get in a relationship so I can cheat." Like, I don't know. It's super weird in the fact that, dudes are stupid sometimes, a lot of times. Like, a dude will get a really good girl, and in his mind, he's not thinking like, "Damn, I, you know, I shot this one out the park. I really got one here." He's thinking, "Well, how many more can I get?" Which is super weird. And the only reason I say it's super weird is because you would never have that conversation openly with your partner, but yet you would go into the situation knowing that if you could get her, your thinking is, I could get other ones just like her.
And I think like at that level, in certain levels, people are different. I would agree, but I
Mhm.
think that it's a large percentage of if he can't get bitches, why is he? Why does he got me?
Mm.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
you put yourself in a catch 22, a jar of pickles, and when you in fake weird shit, is no cheating allowed. You can't look at no other body and all this type of stuff. But in real life situations, y'all gonna have a conversation about polygamy, threesomes, other girls, other men, all of that shit. Y'all gonna be talking about everything. When you in
Mhm.
love, y'all gonna really know each other for real. So of course there's gonna be things you gonna know about that person that you like, all right, we gonna explore that. How you gonna deal with a woman that isn't at least going to explore the thought or possibility of having a threesome with another woman?
How could you be a good looking woman and think that this person, this man, thinks the world of you, but he doesn't look at any other women?
Yeah, because he saw you and saw that you look good. Because it was like other women that was like giving that comparative viewpoint. So it's like
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
out here,
Mhm.
and who knows what the future may hold. But I think like if we all just going to be a buck, we just need to have it real like normal, like come to the crib, sit in the living room, have conversations versus meeting in a back alley, fucking in the back seat type of situations when it's coming to polygamy and extramarital type of deals. I think we just need to just get comfortable with each other and talk to one another because nobody is actually property. Now, if it's in good spirit and good heart and the person that you're dealing with is cool with it, is what it is. But you need to make sure that that's on the table. But if
Mhm.
you're the type of person that just want one girl or one person, you're gonna have a lot of psychological barriers to deal with and uncover in the modality of relationships.
And
That's
this
just
society does not prepare you for that.
it don't prepare you for it. It don't give you the study for it because you going into this monogamous because it's a social construct. But we are African, Indian, indigenous people. You know, when colonizers came here, we was fucking in the trees.
Facts. Tribes tribes passed everything around amongst tribes.
It was my kid is our kid.
Mm-hmm. When they say it takes a village, it was really a village.
It takes a village.
It was really a village, my nigga. Like, but that is, it all goes together. Like communal living, like all of that goes with the whole tribal mindset and understanding. But it's the same thing when it came to partners. Like your partner is my partner. You know what I'm saying? She might want to fuck with me on Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? I might want to mess with her on Fridays. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's the gut wrenching thing is that your wife could love you, but she might have a sexual fantasy about another man. What you gonna do about that?
you need to deal with that.
You gonna be in a delusional space of acting like you're the only man, or we come to a greater, deeper reality where we begin to understand and accept emotional truths of the people that we love, so we can crash open these glass ceilings and how we relate and understand one another, because we are nobody's property. We are here to understand each other and love one another unconditionally. So if you don't create the space where a person to be open and honest with you, then psychologically your relationship is going to reach a standstill. You ever see somebody argue?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a psychological standstill.
And I need to be perfectly clear when I say this shit. Cheating only exists for married people. Y'all need to get this shit out of y'all head. Like boyfriend and girlfriends can't cheat on each other. Like they can't. The reality is boyfriends and girlfriends can't cheat on each other. If y'all are honoring this whole monogamous system, then a boyfriend and a girlfriend can't cheat on each other. They can't. Because y'all haven't decided if y'all want to be together really or not. Until y'all decide that, until one person puts a ring on that finger and that other person accepts, it's not cheating. Boyfriends and girlfriends can't cheat. But I digress.
It'd be that playing around. Playing around energy is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get hugged and coddled and cheered on for it. And I just couldn't live like that. I couldn't live as a man. I would just like be done, you know? Bye. Because what's the point? I don't get a hug and I don't get loved when I try so hard. God forbid as a man, like, you mess up in any capacity. God forbid. You know, the people around you will remind you of it to the day you die. There's just so much expectation and standard for a man. And I know other men are going to say, you know, they have to. God appointed them, so they have to. Even biblically, God holds men to a higher standard that you have to live by, and expectations out of you that you have to live by. You have to be on point because everybody's counting on you. Everyone that's following you and that's under you is counting on you. You have to have eyesight for everybody. Everybody around you that is following you, that you are leading. You need to not only know yourself, but know them, so you know how to appoint them and you know how to lead them and how to guide them, which means you have to have a whole lot of self-awareness. And I as a woman, I just could never be a man.
It's hard for me to tell if she's being disingenuous or not. Just because I don't know her content. But you know her content, right, bro? She is the new internet's pick-me, I'm guessing.
I love girls like that, man.
I do too.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
Yeah, pander to me. Fuck that. Like, if you got that muscle in your body, please pander to me.
And please do the pandering. I love a good man pander. A mander.
Mander.
I get it. I get it. I get it why dudes like Ace Metaphor and Kevin Jackson exist because it feel good to be pandered to tell like you don't do that wrong. You a man, right? You would never get the love. Oh yeah, I need a good pander on the timeline.
I understand why niggas simp.
I get it. I get it now.
I totally get
I
it.
get
Bro.
it. I get it
I
because
totally
it
get
feels
it.
good. She just pandered for like 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah, like even if she was blowing hot garbage up my ass, right?
I
Like
didn't care.
I would accept that, bro.
I
would
let it
accept
all
that.
go. I let it all go. Like it's so crazy when you pander, you just fall in love. I never even. I used to be mad about it. Now when it happened to me, I was emotional about it. I was just like, man, she right. Like everything a man do is perfect, and women is just like they need us. But it was such a pander because it was like, you're a man, so you better figure it out because God told you to figure it out. And it's like, wait, when God say this, it's in the Bible, it's scripture. You're a man, so like, do everything.
Yo, that's crazy.
Oh, she got me.
That is crazy.
She got the mander her. Damn. Damn, man.
Yo,
The internet is treacherous, bro.
that's a fact.
It's
That's a fact. That is a fact.
nobody really got that genuine gene down. Like it's like disingenuous. Like you can't even pick it up. It's very subtle, but
It's very obscure. Like you can't. It's very difficult to tell if someone's being sincere if you've never met them, right?
Sure.
Like, in order for you to be able to determine someone being sincere through a screen, I'm gonna call you crazy. Like I'm gonna call you crazy, bro.
You just never know. You ever went on a date from a chick you met on Facebook? Crazy.
Nah, Instagram.
Yeah, crazier. You think
Cray
she
cray.
looked good?
It was super cray cray.
She
It
looked
was super
different.
cray cray.
Look different when you meet in real life. That shit is crazy. That shit is.
I mean, I noticed the filters
Man, that shit.
weren't filtering.
They don't filter in real life. There's no real life filters.
There wasn't enough pixels on that thing.
There's no real life filters. That's what we haven't figured out yet. That's the next thing. I've been thinking. I knew God was going to give me an idea today. I said, God, I need a life changing idea. Real world filters is coming up. I'm about to.
Yep. That's gonna be the new app. That's the new Initiates app,
like
nigga.
Pokemon Go.
Yep. Yep.
Well, Pokemon Ho.
Pokemon. Oh, I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to lose it.
Y'all niggas is out of pocket, I swear to God.
I'm about to go crazy.
Nigga, that is a song. AD, that is a song, AD.
Oh shit.
Pokemon Ho.
Why ain't you gonna turn up off that?
Oh, we gotta come up with the app, man.
Oh, that is an intro right there, my nigga. Like, hold up.
This man said Pokemon Ho. I'm too done.
I could not live one day as a man.
I'm too finished, bro.
Yo.
Yeah, we gotta end on that one, bro. Ain't nothing more to be said, man.
Yeah, that's a mic drop or walk
That's
off
a
the
mic
stage.
drop, bro. Pokemon Ho. I gotta change the name of this goddamn
The title gotta be changed.
yes, bro.
Discord.
Flame on stop.
That is too crazy. Y'all niggas be safe, man.
Yo,
Peace,
yeah,
y'all.
we gonna link up. We gonna link up later in the week, man.
All right, man. Peace, bro.
Peace, family.
Easy.